Everybody, Andy here again, down on Hastings Beach, down by the Harbour Arm, and I've got someone with me who's never seen this before.
Never been here.
No, and you might recognise the accent. It isn't from around these parts, as I say. This is my mate Rich, who is over here from Los Angeles. What part of Los Angeles?
It's a place called Valencia. It's about 35 miles north of downtown.
And how do we know each other then? Do you want to explain to the viewers?
Well, let's see. We know each other from, I want to say YouTube, but we actually met through a mutual friend, a YouTube friend, and I went to a gathering in 2010 and met you there for the first time.
I was in Santa Monica, yeah?
In Santa Monica.
Yeah. And Rich has come down, he's over here for a few days, and with some friends as well. And he decided to come down and make the trip down to Hastings. Why Hastings? Apart from me, of course, you know.
Well, it's all about you. Well, I wanted to get out. We're spending a lot of our time in London, and that's not the whole. It's not the whole experience.
No, definitely not. No.
So we wanted to have a little. I wanted to have a little bit more of just, the London, a little more than the London experience. So I decided to come to your beautiful town here.
So we've done I've given in the edited highlights of the town, a quick tour around the old town. We're on the beach down by the Harbour Arm. You can see the fishing fleet and everything down besides. And I've just taken him into a traditional English hostelry for a pint of traditional English beer as well. So what do you reckon of Hastings then? And you've got to be nice, by the way.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yes, it's nice. No, it's beautiful. I mean, it's just. I could see it would be a wonderful place to live and as a kid to grow up. All kinds of winding passageways and hundreds of years of history. I come from a place where anything that's more than 50 years old is considered ancient.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
This is just, it's incredible.
Oh, we were saying, walking around, Richie just mentioned about it, he said, oh, it'd be great to be a kid here running around all these alleyways and twittons, as we call them, around the old town. And also how we walked onto the beach here and it says, this is a working beach, because no offence, but in somewhere like America, you go to anything like this would be a recreation. This is the real thing. This is
right.
This is authentic,
yeah,
isn't
you
it?
go down the street, I mean, the streets that you see, they look familiar to me because a lot of the malls in LA have been redesigned to look like quaint English towns, or New England towns, which are inspired by towns like Hastings.
But another thing we'd say, we just had a beer in the pub, and we were just talking about how we got here in the first place, and as Rich said, that we met on via YouTube, and how it's such a crazy thing, and that we would not be sitting here now if it wasn't for social media or that particular crazy website, and the journeys that we've both taken since that time, sort of starting back 6 or 7 years ago, and how it's gained new friendships literally across the world and taken me to places, and you were saying the same thing.
Yeah, and it was unpredictable, the path that it's amazing, as we talked about, the path that it's led each of us on, and circled around artistically to other things that we wouldn't have imagined doing in the beginning, I think.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
So an interesting day, and sort of made us talk about stuff that would bore the pants off of you. I'm sure, but I think we've had a good time, haven't we?
Absolutely.
Rich has got to go back to London.
You gave me a good workout up and down these hills.
Yes, that's another thing. Yes, it doesn't. I should have warned you maybe the amount of walking that I tend to do, but you certainly need to do up and down the hills. We could have taken the lift, but we thought we'd use the steps. Anyway, it's good to see Rich again. Hopefully, I shall see him again in whenever.
I hope so.
Hopefully, back on your own home turf. That'd be quite good, wouldn't it?
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
Come by. I don't know if there's as much interesting sights in Valencia.
Well, yeah, but you brought the weather with you. Hopefully,
yeah, the weather's
and the sun's coming out again.
I hopped on the train, the plane in LA. It was the 70s and 80s. I get off the plane in the UK. It was the 70s and 80s. No difference.
So all I would say is, when you go home on Sunday, don't take it with you.
Yeah.
Leave it here for a bit.
Yeah. I'll come back to LA and it'll be in the 60s.
Yeah,
raining.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I told him, if he comes here again, don't expect the weather to always be like this. Anyway, it's been a good day, good afternoon, I think, and good to catch up with some new friends as well. And we'll leave it there. So goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
No, see you again. Bye.
Bye.